One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Gives it on the option. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give to the lone running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Thrust that arm out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness. He's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Badgers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll move the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The AT unit on the field.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to pass. It's Figueroa. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He takes it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Badgers are on the move. They'll throw it from the red zone, using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Badgers! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Figueroa. Oh, they're after him! And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And off to Jones. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Badgers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Extending the play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Figueroa. Skips away from pressure. Powers through the defender. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Boston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the air, it's Figueroa. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen.
There he goes. Oh, the sweet feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to UNLV. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Figueroa. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And they're not on the same page there.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll go right back to him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Scanning the field, it's Figueroa. That's caught. It's Boston. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Hands it off. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Smith dropping to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Smith wants to throw. Gets rid of it. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
The play-action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Bringing the heat. Big fella moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Figueroa. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home?
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the 1st down. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Badgers! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 24 to UNLV. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for a man. It's Figueroa. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. It's complete on the right side. The offense will use the timeout with 25 seconds left.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's reeled in. It's Adams. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Figueroa. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it, good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make some.
Throws toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game.